12, sir. It's a personal
Renuka,
thing.
madam.
Ankush,
Yes.
sir, Renuka, please start.
Very good morning to one and all. At the outset, let me take the opportunity to thank all the principals of organizing colleges, principal from MANOHARRAO KAMDI Mahavidyalaya, uh, uh, PRERNA College Commerce, Ravindranat Tagore College Dongargaon, and SETH KESARIMAL PORWAL College KAMDI to this online soft skills short-term course titled Imprint under value added courses of IQSC, which we had started on 13th of May and which we will end on 23rd of May. During this course, for today's session, we have with us Dr. Amol Mendesa. And sir is going to talk on interview skills, which is extremely imperative and highly necessary for the students to imbibe in their personality. Before we start, allow me to give a brief introduction of Dr. Mende. Dr. Mende is currently serving as a professor of English at Dr. MANOHARRAO Vasnik PWS College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Nagpur. Sir has rich teaching experience for over 2 decades. He has done a minor research project funded by University Grants Commission, New Delhi. He has authored and published a book under the title New Perspectives on Shashi Tharoor. Sir is an executive member of CLICK and had been a joint secretary of NUTA in 2023. We are extremely honored to have Dr. Amol Mendesa to talk about interview skills and some soft skills that are required in order to crack the interviews. And with the permission of the organizers, I now invite Dr. Mende for the presentation. Amol sir, kindly unmute yourself, and we are eagerly waiting for your presentation. Kindly unmute yourself on your device.
Sir, you're still muted.
You
Please.
need to unmute yourself, sir. Unmute करिए. आप देखिए लैपटॉप पे unmute. हाँ, yes. Now your
Yes, thanks for this nice introduction, Dr.
Yes.
Renuka Roy, my colleague, my friend, philosopher and guide in all ways. Dr. Meenakshi Vasnik, the coordinator of the course. All principals of organizing colleges. Dr. Usha Sakure Madam, Principal, MANOHARRAO KAMDI College, Nagpur. Dr. Urmila Dabir, our mentor, our guide, and our inspiring force in academics, and principal of Dr. S.C. GULHANE, PRERNA College of Commerce, Science and Arts, Nagpur. Dr. Jayant Gangreddyvar, Honorable Principal, RTC College, Dongargaon. Honorable Dr. Swapnil Dahat Sir, Principal, SETH KESARIMAL PORWAL College, KAMDI. All the coordinators of the course, Dr. Meenakshi Vasnik, Professor, Department of English. Professor Snehal Rakhunde, Professor, Department of English. Mr. Nasir Pathan, Dr. Renuka Roy Madam, and all the intellectuals who have joined this course, and all the participants who have joined on this digital platform with me to share and assimilate the knowledge regarding the today's topic that has been given by the organizers to me in this online soft skills short-term course, that is 30 hours program under value-added courses headed by different colleges: MANOHARRAO KAMDI College, S.C. GULHANE PRERNA College of Commerce, Science and Arts, Ravindranat Tagore College, SETH KESARIMAL PORWAL College, KAMDI, who have jointly organized this beautiful course, and very importance and significant aspect as far as the personality development and communication skills and other aspects of personality are concerned. Uh, During the duration 13th of May 2026 to 23rd May 2026. And heartiest congratulations to all the organizers of this course for this wonderful initiative taken for the aspirants and newcomers and the students in all streams, in all faculties also. Today we are dealing with very important topic about professional life of every person and the long cherished dream of every person that to face the interview and get appointed. But before appointment and before preparation or before joining any institution, after your education, after your qualification, qualifying exams, it needs much preparation, and this preparation stands for your professional progress and your corporate sector, in professional life, and in any institute or any organization. And that is resume preparation and documentation techniques. I have made 3 segments of this lecture that has been given to me by the organizers or organizing team. The topic of my today's guest lecture is resume preparation, documentation techniques, and interview skills. I have divided it in 3 parts as per the stages. Resume preparation is very important part of any job aspirants, whether it is in academics, whether it is in corporate sector, or whether it is in professional field. That is, resume preparation is very important. Then comes next as documentation techniques. You need proper documentation. You have knowledge, you have experience, but if it is not compiled and presented in proper way, proper documentation, it gets failure and it becomes a fiasco. And there are several reasons of failure in presentations. So documentation is very important part of professional life or corporate life while going to cracking a job or going to face the interview. And the third is interview skills. First, I just give you the resume. Resume is the first stage. We prepare resume. Resume means it's your curricular vishay. It is your CV, and it is completely professional. Biodata is completely different. Resume is completely different, and curricular vishay and resume are similar to each other. So let's see what is resume. And on my first slide, I have posted some questions. That is, what is the need of resume? So resume is important to present your skills, to present your knowledge, to present your details, and spreading the message about yourself. That is your personal details, your qualifications, your skills, your experience of the field, your hobbies, interests, and your email ID, your residential address, your office address, or if you are working in some office, your recent address or current address. So there are so many segments in resume that are included under different heads. That is the need of resume. without resume, you cannot face any interview. Without resume or without CV, you have to introduce yourself indirectly through your documents, through your presentation skills, through your informative data or informative data about your qualification, about your experience, about your skills, about your address, about your date of birth, your uh, your reservation criteria if it is government job. So there are so many things that you have to include in resume, and resume is very important part of job aspirants. Then second is, what are the types of resume? There are so many types of resume that I already told you that there are biodata, there are CV, and there are resume. But resume is professional one. Then what is the significance of resume? We already discussed. What is an effective and influential resume? Your resume must be effective and influential. You should incorporate such objects, such things, such aspects of your personality. Because while going through your resume, somebody is reading your resume, he imagines your personality, he imagines your appearance, he imagines your professional appearance, that he has incorporated this qualification. So how this man may be, and how this man may be dealing with the different aspects of life. So effective and influential resume, it's very important to present your resume in a very influential and effective way. What is included in resume? We have already discussed what is included in resume. Resume has so many parts. First, it starts with your name, then it starts with your place of birth, then starts with your father's name, first name, then father's name, then your qualification, then your birthplace, then your category, then your current job, or if working, its current job, then your residential address, then your email ID, your contact number, then your different qualifications, then educational qualification. Then comes, as per your educational qualification, it is also a different criteria of giving an item. Always starts with your post qualification. Don't go with your descending order. Go with ascending order. Your first qualification, SSC, then HSC, if it is for your graduation. Then what is the importance of qualification details in resume? So qualification details are very important because it judges your further progress, your further development, or your further performance in the interview. Then importance of qualification. Qualification matters most because without qualification you can't achieve anything. There is a particular qualification for particular post. Just as we are senior college professors, so we need net set or PhD, or in different criterias for high school teachers we need BEd, MEd, MA, MSc, MCom, or in engineering field we need PhD, we need a BE in different branches, or ME, MTech. So these qualifications, then NET, SET, and then GATE, and then CET, JEEE, JEE. So these are all different exams, and these are the important qualifications details that you have to mention in your resume. Then what is the significance of academic record in resume? So your academic record decides and projects, delineates your picture, academic picture, before the panel, before the people, before the head of the institution or administrative head of that organization. And that is the in significance, and it must be impressive, and it should be presented in proper way, in just like from ascending order, not descending order. Ascending order it should be written. Why other achievements are included in resume? Then you have to include, after your educational qualifications, you have to include your experience, of the field, in different fields, in different places, in different organizations. If you have already worked there, you have already rendered your services there in different categories, in different capacities, so you have to mention in your resume. Then you have to write other achievements, because this experience, the portrayal of this experience or the posting of that experience in your resume, it gives you a positive approach towards the employer, towards the head of the institution and administrative body of that particular organization, that already this man is used to this, already man is acquainted with all these skills, and he has to sharpen it. He has already experience of the field, so it will be quite easy and convenient to us if we appointed him in that place. So your experience, important part of your resume. Then your other achievements. Suppose you have co-curricular activities, your games, sports. You have some special sportsman in special field, just like cricket or some hockey or some football. So they can also utilize your other potentials for the growth and development of their organization in cultural ways. Suppose you are a good anchor, you can give good conducting, good proceedings. Please change the slide. Please, previous slide. And these fields, these importance, these other achievements are very important. So don't forget to post your other achievements in your resume. Then give a brief objectives of your life, aims and objectives, or your motto that talks about your sincerity, honesty, integrity, devotion, dedication towards the field, and your goal setting in future, and then your declaration that as far as the other above information is concerned, to the best of my knowledge, is in keeping with all the records and documents, and if it is found false, I will be liable for penal action. So like that, this declaration, and then your signature and date. So these are the important part. Then previous slide, please. Write your education in proper order, descending order, from latest qualification to the old one. It can be written like that, and it can be written in ascending order. So both orders are acceptable. Particularly, include relevant skills and abilities. Your skills and abilities, your potential in different fields, you should include in it. Highlight your key achievements and awards to show some personality. To show your persona, to give expression of your personality in your resume, you should highlight your key achievements, your speciality of the field, your special skills in the field, and in special achievements, academic achievements, curricular achievements, cultural achievements, whatever that may be. So, and if you are already been awarded with different prizes and honors, you should mention in your resume also. Next slide, please. Now we come to documentation techniques and presentation of documents and testimonials. Now, what are the important ingredients of initial documentation? First is neatness and clarity of expression. You should not present your documents in tattered or old or damaged profiles or damaged files. You should use a proper size new file or good condition file to put your documents. to present your documents, to fix your documents, you should use a proper size. It should not be oversized and it should not be lesser size. It should be proper size. Suppose your documents are A4 size, so you should use A4 size, or legal size, so you should use legal size folder and special file for that. Good condition file to put your documents. It must have sufficient plastic folders to contain your certificate, and it should be nowadays in markets. There are different files and different folders are available to present documents with multiple plastic folders inside it. Then proper filing of documents. Your documentation filing is very important. Don't cut the documents. Just fold it. So many times we commit the mistakes that we cut the documents. We cut the length of the document to fit it properly. Don't cut it because some content may be missing. So you should fold it documents if it is not properly fitting. So you should fold it, don't cut it. Just fold it and place in plastic folders. Put vertical shape documents in vertical way. Suppose there are vertical documents, so should use it vertical style or vertical shape. And then horizontal shape, you should use horizontal way to present your documents. Then maintain proper order of documents. Point number 3 is very important. Place the current qualification certificate at first. Suppose you have achieved PhD, you have qualified net SETH, or you have qualified some GATE, or you have qualified some MTech or PhD in engineering. So you should put it at the first, and its certificate and its mark list. Put other qualification details in descending order from higher to lower, because your current documentation, current qualification is important as far as that job is concerned. So while going through the files by the panel or interview panel or experts, so they will be quite convenient while go through your documents. So your first latest qualification should be posted or presented in a file at the very first place. Add personal details such as living certificate. After your qualification, educational qualification documents, you should provide your personal details also for your caste, category, or your date of birth. That is because living certificate is a authentic document, government document for verifying your date of birth. So living certificate is very important. Then your caste certificate for if there is some reservation criteria for that particular post. Then caste validity certificate, creamier or non-creamier. If you belong to that classes, Aadhaar card copy. It's very important and mandatory nowadays in all. But don't put your PAN card. Don't put your PAN card details in it. Your Aadhaar card copy is sufficient. Add details of experience of the field. Suppose you have posted your experience in your resume, so you should attach the authentic proofs of that evidences of that experience of the field. Suppose you have worked in some college, you have some institution, so experience certificate must be attached. And other achievements also, their certificates, their scroll of honors if you have, or that's all these things must be attached. Then order of placing documents or enclosing with application. Now we come to application. So while placing your documents or enclosing with your resume, academic qualification certificates starting from the current qualification we already discussed, experience of the field, other achievements, that is the order. First your educational qualifications, then your experience certificates, and then your other achievements documents. Should be put in proper order. Such as special skills, potential and abilities, and certificates of participation in various curricular and co-curricular activities. Next, please. Now let's come to the word interview. Now these are the first part was resume preparation. The second part that we covered, that was uh, documentation preparation, and the third segment of this lecture, that is interview. The word interview is a combination of two words. It's a it's a combination of two words, inter and view. The word inter refers to inside personality, inner skills, individual talents and abilities, knowledge and individual judgment, individual power of judgment. And the word view, view indicates analysis, presentation, performance, and submission and evaluation. So interview, because when the word interview comes, they, the interview panel or the experts, they want to view your personality, that is your inner personality. When you speak, when you share your experiences, you share your words, you share your knowledge, you share, so automatically your personality comes out, your personality percolates through that words and through that communication skills and inner skills. So inter, the word inside personality, inner skills, your inside, your hidden talents, your skills, individual talents and abilities, in some crisis. Most of the times in government post and admit, please continue that slide, the previous one. Please continue. Most of the times it happens that suppose you are giving interview for administrative post, so automatically some tricky questions are asked. Suppose you are trapped in some situation, how will you judge? How will you tackle the situation? How will you solve the problem? So that is your individual power of judgment works there, and that is very important in an interview uh, while dealing your thoughts on it. The word interview view indicates analysis because they are analyzing, they are they are uh, they are just evaluating your personality through that interview. So that is about the word interview. Next slide, please. Interview, a meeting of minimum two experts, that is candidate. Actually, interview needs at least two persons. First is interviewer and the second is the candidate. One who is the expert or subject expert or panelist, that is one person, and then second is the candidate. Arranged to examine the suitability of the candidate. Interview is important to analyze and to understand and to verify the ability and suitability of the candidate. How this candidate is fitting, how this candidate is suitable for that post. It is arranged, it is organized, and it is conducted for that purpose only. To get a and uh, proper and suitable candidate for the post. Tested for subject knowledge. In interview, your subject knowledge is also evaluated. Your skills and desired behavior in a very limited time. How you behave in public way, how you behave in professional life, how are your manners and etiquettes, how are your table manners, and how these things, how is your dressing sense, how is your appearance, how you control your words, how you tackle the situation, and how you speak, how you deliver your thought. That is very important, and all these things are evaluated or examined during this interview. It's a test for that. Next, please. Next slide, please. Now, there are certain types of interviews. First is panel interview. Three or more experts sit across table from the candidate. There is one candidate and three and more experts of different fields One of them is sometimes in the psychological field, one is from the technical field, one is from social media sector, one is from that particular company associates or administrative post and other people. So there are different fields belonging to different fields. They just look and they just observe the candidate and his behavior during the interview room. Experts sit across the table. They are behind the table and you are before them. You are facing them. Face to face interview. Then one interviewer, one candidate. There is one sometimes one interviewer and one candidate. That is called face to face interviews. It is informal in nature. Sometimes it is informal in nature. Less distance between interviewer and candidate, because certain distance is maintained in panel interview or technical interview or professional interviews, but in informal interview or face-to-face interviews, the mentor, the distance doesn't matter so much, and it is not taken so seriously. So informal way is a they just in a very informal discussion, this interview is conducted. That is called face-to-face interview. Less distance between interviewer and candidate. Less stressful and relaxed environment compared to panel interview. When you are giving or facing some panel interview or some interview by the experts for some administrative post, so you are full of stress, you are full of psychological disturbances, and you are quite fed up with the situation. Have you seen the movie that 12th fail? I will like to refer here 12th fail. So even when he comes for that final interview, he is just using his tie and his suit and blazer and even his shoes, but he is not comfortable. He is not feeling comfortable, and then he goes to washroom and comes out and he is asked to stand for some time, and then they will call you back. And when he's talking in a very not natural way. He's talking in a very informal way, and he's speaking frankly. He's speaking very freely in a freelance, just like a freelance speaker, and he's sharing all the details about his life. Though there are some, and I think this is the best example of interview. And then there is also one more Marathi movie. There used to be, I'm not getting the name. If I'm not wrong, its name was Chani, and this that girl becomes IAS officer, and in the final interview she's asked that you are a 12th, you didn't appear for the classes, and what is the reason behind that. So she shares her experiences of life, that my father is a rickshaw puller, and my mother is a just like earning our bread and butter through domestic way and all that. So she speaks very frankly, and she shares her every experience in a genuine way. So that integrity and this honesty of thought is very important. So it is less stressful and relaxed environment compared to panel interview. So this is face-to-face interview, and panel interview is quite stressful. This is also panel interview as far as this that I given you the examples of these two movies. But panel interview is quite stressful and less relaxed, and face-to-face interviews are less stressful and fully relaxed environment compared to panel interviews. Next, please. Then there are online interviews also. One was missing there, because in Corona hours, the whole life was trapped between four corners of the wall, and we were all attached to these gadgets. We were all stuck up with this. The life was stuck up, and everything was made in digital way, in this digital platform, just like Google. Then so many websites and so many online platforms were used, applied by. So video conferencing was one of them, and online interview was also one of them. And because I still remember being a director of training and placement of my college. In this during that period, we conducted for IFB in Pune for this online interviews. Our students faced online interview, and the company was Pune based, and they conducted online interviews, and our students faced, and but they could not join because there are particular discrepancies on their part, and some of them were not permitted by the family members, and they had a lot of hurdles in their way to join. So, so these online interviews are also conducted in video conferencing or online. Then prior interview. So there are prior interview. What preparation uh, you should make. Read your CV or application and skills demanded. Know the company. While you should read your CV, your application and skills, where you are going to send. You should check your spelling, you should check your language, you should check the structure of the sentence, you should uh, you should check the verify the accuracy of the language, proper vocabulary for proper terms. You should check it, the sender's address, receiver's address, your documents, your attachments, your enclosures. You should check it, and skills demanded, all the skills, and you should just provide them that data that is applicable to that particular organization. Suppose if they are asking for your academics, so you should provide your academics only, and as other documents and other achievements you can attach the different documents for that, but your focus must be on your academic documents, your academics. Know the company. You should know that particular organization. Now there are so many sources available nowadays in social media, in Instagram. Most of the companies have Instagram page, Facebook page, WhatsApp, and portfolios in different social media aspects. So it has been very easier nowadays to know the company, because I still remember that when I joined PWS college at my interview, I specially came before 2 days to just see the college first. Where is the location? Where I'm going to be interviewed? So all these things, I made all these inquiries, and I get confident about that. So know the company, knowing organization is very important. Its goals, its motto, its values, its aims and objectives. So you should be acquainted with that. So go to the company website. Suppose they are having their website, or it is posted in your uh, uh, in your profile. So go to the company website also, and know the company details, their address, their goals, aims, objectives, and their annual reports also. You can go through their annual reports also. So what are the needs and what are the requirements as far as the employees are concerned, and if you can fulfill them, so it's okay with that. So business newspapers, magazines. Suppose you are going to some big conglomerate, just like Tata, or just like BPL, or just like some Sony, or just like some Hitachi, or IFB, or Wipro, or different companies. So you should go with that business magazines also, their achievements, their goals, their turnover, their requirements, their company rules. Rules are very important, and knowing company rules are very important, and you should be acquainted with all these things. Directly contact the employees. Directly contact the employees. So you can also contact with other people also who are already working in that organization. So in some way, to some extent, to know the company rules, to know the company company values, to know the organization goals, objectives, aims, and vision of the institution. You can also contact with employees also. If you are in if you are familiar with some people, it goes quite easier to you to face these all oddities or these odd situations. Okay, so this is the prior preparation of facing the interview. Next, please. During an interview, employers evaluate. Now let's come on the day of interview. Now you have applied, your application has been granted, and you are sent interview letter, call letter, and now uh, you are uh, you are facing the interview. Now, how your appearance, how your look, how your behavior should be there during the interview, in the entrance or in the premises of that, organization is also important. Before leaving the organization, you should be very conscious about your every step. If your every behavior or every action, that should not be affect your performance or your understanding about the company or understanding about you of the company. So self confidence is very important, that we call Marathi Swabhiman, that is self confidence. Then you should be confident while appearing for interview. You should don't go with pale face, don't go with distracted face, don't go with tattered or stained clothes. You should be confident. You should be very you should be very happy while facing the interview. Whether what will happen to interview, that doesn't matter, but while facing the interview, while going through that organization, or while the very entrance to the exit of that organization, your behavior must be very positive. Your behavior must be very enjoying and very happy. You should be in happy mood, pleasant mood. You should be confident while appearing for interview. Then interpersonal skills, suppose it is in English, fluency in English, listens attentively. Suppose now at the time of interview, uh, there is a proper method that the candidates are asked to sit in waiting lounge or some different hall, and one by one, as per the list, the candidate is asked, or candidate is called for the interview. So from that way to the interview room, you have to be very conscious about your behavior, about your action, about your appearance, about your interaction with the people, your communication with the people, your conversation with the other people present there. So it matters very most. It matters most in all ways. So fluency in English. Now you come to the room. Don't go directly. Just the door is open because they are conducting interview. The panel is going to conduct interview, and you are welcome. But even the door is open, don't go directly. You just say, "May I come in, sir? May I come in, sir?" And if they say yes, come in. So you just enter and just stand at the place where your seat is posted, where your seat or where your sitting arrangement is there. And don't sit directly. If they see, please proceed or please be seated. So then you just sit and calm down. Greet all the people. Good morning, sir. You just say good morning to all of you. And that is, now your part is over. Now their part starts. Now their work starts, or their approach is ready for you. Now they will ask you about the questions, about the subject, about your technical skills, about your potentials, about your experience, whatever they want to be asked. So be honest. Now, third, interpersonal skills. So these are very important. And answer to the questions asked by the interviewer. Now, you should listen their each and every word attentively. You should pay very serious attention towards the word. There should not be any noise. There should not be any hustle and bustle outside. This all, and that's why these rooms are closed and about the to avoid all the discrepancies and disturbances already. And then you are asked to sit. You just seated on your seat and listens attentively and answer to the questions asked by the interviewer, and only answer those questions in brief way as they expect, as they ask to say, or answer the questions confidently. Just now, an- now answer to the questions asked by the interviewer, and the panelist is asking you the different questions. Answer them properly. And if you are not capable to answer any question, don't give false answers. Don't give fidget answers, and don't give any manipulated answers. Don't try to manipulate the situation. You just say, sorry, I'm sorry, sir. If you are not capable to answer the question correctly, or if you have any doubt about the question that is being asked to you, so you should say, I'm sorry, sir. Or you say sorry similarly. Simply you say sorry. So it is the table manner for interview. It's a very important aspect. Most of the people, so many academicians, so many good people in academics, we have scored good marks and have a good academic record, but they don't maintain such a small things, and that's why they can't crack, or they can't get success in such interviews or such aspects. Then be honest while answering an interview. Even if you don't know the answer to for certain question, be honest in answer to the interviewer. I just told you. Next slide, please. Now, non-verbal or body language. Now it is about the interview room. It should be, at least this side must be earlier, but I put it next. So posture while sitting in the interview room, your posture must be straight. Your backbone, your this backbone, or this it should be straight. You should sit straight. Sit erect without leaning on the decks. Don't lean like this, or don't say like this, or don't do like this. Your posture must be straight. Desk or slouching in the chair, you don't say like this, or you should not fold your legs like this. Don't fold your legs. There is no need. It shows your arrogancy, it shows your rudeness. You should use your what we call as savageness, that is called. That is not acceptable in public life, in professional life. But don't be stiff and tense. But you should not be very rough in tone. You should not, your appearance must be straight in the chair, or slouching. Don't slouching, or don't reclining like this, or don't say like this, don't speak like this. But be straight and put your hands on your thighs, and just keep on answering. Posture, your posture must be very suitable. Sit erect without leaning on the desk. These are mistaken. It was kept. It is leaning on the desk or slouching in the chair. But don't be stiff and tense. You should not be just like bossy style, or just like some dominating way. You should not sit. Always make eye contact when you speak. When should I speak in Hindi? जब आप बैठते हो, when you are sitting or when you are facing, you should speak confidently, and but avoid continuous staring. don't look at, just like gazing. Don't gaze. You just make common eye contact with that. And if there is some woman, if there is some woman candidate, or there is some female experts, so it should not get awkward in the situation, and it should not be taken in different way, but it may be misinterpreted also. So avoid this staring constantly. You just make contact, just like you speak with your friends, your family members, your brothers, sisters, and your parents. But avoid continuous staring. Don't stare at. Don't use too many hand movements that I just told you. Don't move your hands so many times. Don't scratch your nose. Don't scratch your hair, or don't scratch your head, or don't put your fingers in your nose, nostrils. So there are so many things which are commonly seen among the people while while going through interview. Just let's say one point is, or facial expressions not in relation. Then dress outlook. How must be your dress? Your dress or attire should be like that. Dress formally and well groomed. Well groomed means if you are having beard, it must be groomed properly, or you should be clean shaven. And dress formally. At least use faint color clothes and dark pants. Probably white shirt is acceptable everywhere, and it gives very gracious look and decent look. Where facing any interview, you should go with a formal dress, well groomed way. Then your mustache and your shaving must be proper. You will never get a second chance to make a good impression, because your first chance is the last chance. This is the first impression, is the last impression. It is always said by the experts that first impression is last impression, and this is never get a second chance. You will never be asked at the same table or the same organization for the same post or second time, or giving a second chance. It may be in the next recruitment process may be there, but at the first time, this is your first chance and this is your last chance. So you should try to make good impression and influence the panel through your behavior. Be modest, be honest. Wear something that make you feel comfortable. It doesn't need that you should wear blazer, suit, tie. You just wear those clothes or those attires or those trousers and pants which are comfortable. Don't use jeans. Don't go with jeans or t-shirts, half shirts. Go with full shirts and possible with tie at the time of interview. If it is possible, go with tie and faint color shoes. It may be sky blue, or it may be white or off-white, and even off orange, that is called off saffron. So just like that I am wearing this now, like such shirts are also acceptable, and you can wear a tie on it in proper way. So use simple accessories like simple jewelry, watches and ties. Wear watch and simple jewelry. If you are wearing a ring, it's okay, but not so much rings in your fingers, or all 5 hands with 5 fingers, foil rings with 5 fingers. Don't mix so organized or gaudy approach or gaudy appearance. Don't use gaudy clothes. Use simple accessories like simple jewelry. Pen must be there. You should carry your pen in your pockets all times. Scents, perfume and aftershave lotions should be avoided. You can if you are habitual for perfumes, you can use for simple, simple and soft smelling perfumes you can use. It gives fresh appearance. Next, please. Now, expected qualities of the candidate. Effective verbal communication. So it is, if it is English language without empty influence, natural delivery, fluency, pronounce sentence clearly. Your pronunciation must be clearly. Marathi influence, Marathi and regional influence. That is called. It is should not be technical terms, should not be used so much. Don't show that. Don't show over smartness in your language, just like yeah and all these things. So you should be very. You should use Indian English language, and it's proper. It is English language without M and T. Don't use other language words, or don't use Hindi words. If you are speaking English, go with English totally. And if you are speaking Marathi, go with Marathi totally. If you are going Hindi, so go with Hindi only. So which language you are comfortable, you should go with that. It is not necessary that you should speak English only. Everything, the expression is important. The source of expression is not important. Your expression is important. What source of language, what language source you are using, that doesn't matter. Because in that 12th fail, you also see that it is not necessary that you should speak English only. But you should, in which language you feel comfortable, you just go with that language. Then natural delivery and fluency. Your words must be fluent, and there should be natural delivery. You should speak in natural way without any extrafacial expressions. Pronounce sentence clearly. Your pronunciation must be clear. Speak little more loudly or lower your voice to draw attention of the experts if there is an important point or opinion. Speak little more loudly if they are asking you to trace some particular points in your presentation, in your performance, in your conversation or interaction. So you should draw attention of the experts. You should speak more loudly or little lower as far as the situation is concerned. There is an important point or opinion. Suppose there is some particular tagline or there is some particular important sentence, so you should trace on it. Next. Now, as far as the acceptance is important, so rejection is also important. Why the committees, the rejection candidates are rejected? Because while getting success, you should know the failures, the reasons of failure, and then you can make it as a stepping stone to success. As it is says that failure is the first step of success. So sometimes how the candidates and what is the method in all this process, how sometimes the candidates are rejected. I have interacted with particular corporate HRs. So these points have been noted here to that interaction as a source of my data. Vague and irrelevant answers to the questions. You should not give confusing, ambiguous, or manipulative answers to the questions, and irrelevant answers. You should not give irrelevant answers which are not relevant to the theme, to the thought, or to the object of that particular question or part of that question. You should not give. And when such answers are given, there is a bad impression or wrong impression is created. Then very fidgety, little eye contact. Suppose you are showing shyness. Suppose you are nervous mannerisms. Your appearance is very nervous, such as playing with hair, nail biting. Sometimes the women also most of the times will play with their particular part of the cloth, that is called padar, or some knots and something like that, or some handkerchiefs and hanky. So it creates a wrong impression on the part of the interviewers. So little eye contact also causes you to the failure, takes you to the abyss. And nervous mannerism, you should know sometimes your mannerisms also important. Lack of sincerity, your honesty must be reflected while giving the answers. Utter superficial remarks to impress the interviewer or project work. Don't try to impress the influence. Don't try to create extra influence over the panelist. So don't give them extra output or extra informative, because when you are appointed, they will know your real character. So there is no need to influence them. Try to influence them or create superficial uh, impression over the interviewers. So, and don't go and don't points in finger, just like point to the fingers like that. Don't make so many hand expressions, just like pointing out finger and just like this and all that. No need to do all these things. Be simple and be sober and be decent, showing your project work and all that. And don't show that I have done very honestly. I have done very dedication, full dedication, devotion, and all that. They will know when you will be appointed. It's okay. So sometimes it creates a wrong impression on the part of the interviewers. Next, please. So now there are some particular do's and particular don'ts that I have incorporated in this presentation as a gist of my presentation. Do take a practice run to the location where you are having the interview. You just visit that place at least first time, at least one time, where you are going to uh, face the interview, or you have been invited for it. If presented with a job application, do fill it out neatly, completely, and accurately. Your application must be filled very neatly, completely, and accurately. Don't do overwriting, and don't do extra, just like dark shades, and use black pen and blue pen. Only two pens are applicable. You can fill the application. Don't use other pens. Ball pens are okay. Do bring extra resumes to the interview. Bring at least 2, 3 copies, 5 copies extra for your documents, all your documents. Do greet the interviewer and do shake hands firmly. If they are offering shake hands, so shake hands firmly with confidence. If they offer, otherwise not. There is no need to go and offer them shake hands, because they are all seniors standing before you, sitting before you. If they ask you and you just they are raising from their seats and asking you for shake hands, so you can shake hands, make shake hands. Otherwise, no need to make shake hands. And if you are making shake hands or doing shake hands, you should hold them, showing the full grip and full personality to your masculinity in that confidence. Do and avoid shake hands with women candidates. If they are offering you, so you can go ahead, but don't force to shake hands with women candidates. It creates a wrong impression. If they are willing to do it, it's no problem. But otherwise, you just say namaskar, or you just say welcome. Do wait until you are offered a chair before sitting. You just wait till you are not offered to sit in the chair. Please. Next. Do make good eye contact with your interviewers. Do show enthusiasm in the position and the company. While dealing with your experiences, while dealing with your knowledge, you should show enthusiasm and interest in the topic, interest and passion for that subject and the company also. Do make sure that your good points come across to the interviewer in a factual, sincere manner. That your good points are being noticed by the interviewer. You should take care of that while facing the interview. Do trace your achievements. Trace your achievements. Please notice or trace or focus on your achievements. If they are asking personally, if they are specially asking what are your achievements, so you should elaborate it in a proper way. You should interpret all your achievements in a proper way. Next, please. Do avoid controversial topics. Avoid controversial topics which creates tussle, which creates misunderstanding, which creates a sort of quarrel, which creates a sort of fraction. So we should avoid such topics during the interview. Don't ever lie. Don't tell lie. Don't lie. Answer questions truthfully and frankly and successfully. Succinctly means stressfully. Don't say anything negative about former colleagues, supervisors, or employees. Don't talk about any negative aspects about your previous institution, about your causes of leaving that institution, about your supervisors, about the employers, and about the administration, and about the overall aspects of that previous institution if you have worked there. Don't say anything, don't give any wrong feedback or negative feedback about the institution, because it creates wrong impression. Means after leaving this you will also have the same behavior with our company also, and you are rejected. Don't answer questions with a simple yes or no. Don't say yes or no. Explain whenever possible. If it is the explanation is possible, you should explain your answer in proper way. Describe those things about yourself that showcase your talents. That showcase your talent, skills, and determination. Give some examples if they are asking for. Give some examples. Give some experience. So you should showcase your talents and skills and determination to work. Next, please. After interview, now your interview is over. Now the session is over. My session is still continuing, but the interview session is over. So after leaving, you say, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam." If there is some women is there or female candidate is there, you should say, "Thanks to all." Okay. You can simply say, "Thanks to all." Thank them for calling you for the interview through a letter, and you can also thank them for your invitation. Thank you for finding me suitable for this post and calling for the interview. And thank you all. You can say simply like that. Indicate that you look forward to hear from them, and you just give them appearance through your talk that you are waiting for their answers. That I am very eager to know about your response about this interview and about this application and all these things. I am anxious to know about you for your further response. Okay. Next. Tell me about yourself. The most often asked
Sir,
questions.
sorry to interpret. How much time still, sir? It's already 12:10.
Because it is, I think this may be the last slide.
Okay.
Last 2 or 3 slides are there.
Okay. Okay, sir.
The most often asked questions in interviews: tell your academic record, your skills, your qualification. Talk about things you have done and jobs. Time 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes are given to you. Prepare written answer for this question and rehearse. So these are the questions which are asked. Next, please. We will go fast. No problem. Please, next slide. What appeals to you about this job? Now, to achieve through heights and also to learn, work hard, and quench my thirst for knowledge in the field related which I am going to work. To be unique in decision-making skills in the future. So you can also share your experience with that organization also, and that will be also appealing. Next, please. So this is the way. That is the beginning of the interview, and this is the ending. But every ending is really trust, just a new beginning. Even your interview is over, but it may be a new beginning for you, for new career, for new task, for new opportunities and new avenues of knowledge. So uh, every interviewer and every aspirants, I give my best of luck to all. And here I just stop my presentation and say you thank you. So it has been a very wonderful experience to deal on this topic, and I'm very happy to be a part of this important course, that is soft skills, a course on personality development and communication skills, headed by and initiated by uh, four organizations in who have cut their names in golden letters in academics in the history
Yes.
of their
Thank you so much for your
Just like
precious and encouraging words, Dr. Amol Mende sir.
Thank you.
And it was highly enriching session. It will surely benefit our students whenever they will view this YouTube lecture on interview techniques, resume writing, and all the do's and don'ts that the student should do before they embark on their career journey. Sir has in his presentation very nicely elaborated on how important it is to customize your resume, writing proper career objective. He has talked about how the student should research about the company where he or she is going to apply for, and what should be prepared in terms of the interview kit, how the document should be arranged, what should be the person's attire, how he should present himself physically, mentally, and social presentation of a person, his presence of mind, his verbal skills. All these aspects, fine nuances of interview techniques, have been very nicely dealt with in this presentation, and it is going to be highly beneficial to our students at undergraduate level who are going to embark on their career very soon. Thank you very much, Dr. Mende sir, for sparing your valuable time and for your very elaborate presentation on this topic. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Meenakshi Vasnik Madam for her sustained interest and constant motivation to all the speakers, and keeping in touch with everyone. She is the connecting thread. She is the one who is really getting us all going. Thank you very much. And with these words, with the permission of the organizing chief, I declare that today's session is over. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
nice you Renuka
Thank you.
madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
It
you,
has been
ma'am.
very pleasant experience to talk with you after a long time.
Yes, we are looking up to meeting you very soon because we have so many
For a
pending,
party.
things. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
sir.
you, Meenakshi Madam. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So nice of you, both of you.